Being a CEO comes with endless questions, people running up to you asking this, that, and the third. My team and I have documented the top questions that I get asked on a weekly, monthly, or day-to-day basis, and we're going to put it into a video. This video, transparently, is so that I can just send the video to people that ask me these questions. I'm just kidding. I think you'll get a lot of value out of someone that's built, scaled, and failed many businesses. And currently, we're running salesai.com. We're documenting every step of the journey of failures and wins to creating $1 billion company. And so with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Question number one, what is the hardest part about being a CEO? It's definitely the expectations. The expectation to make payroll, the expectation to deliver world-class product, the expectation to scale an epic company, the expectation to be a great husband, the expectation to be a great father, the expectation that I have for myself of being a leader and to be, a world changer and a kingdom builder. So the expectations list is very long, and every single day, someone, something is counting on me. That is what I signed up for, and that's what I like, but it's definitely the hardest part is continuing to deliver on those expectations. Question number two, how do you handle tough decisions? Number one, I start with data. If the tough decision is data-based, we look at the data and we make a decision from there. One thing I do not do is think about it and sit on things. I like to instantly act based on data, where I want to go, and where the end goal is. Those are the three elements that I'm considering. Data, where we're at now, and where we want to go. So therefore, if it's a project at work and it's not going like it should be, is it something we can drop because it's not detrimental to our end goal? I will just drop it based on the data. If it's something that I call like a hell yes, then I will move forward and re-gear and replan to figure out how we can make that actually work. I live in this quadrant of hell yes, hell no, in the middle is just hell. So if a problem is sitting within hell, I will just drop it. And if it is a hell no, then we don't even discuss it. But I simply start with the data behind the decision. If there's no data, I'll do a quick reflection. I like to write it on paper, or I use a remarkable. I like to put the question or decision that I have to make on a remarkable, and I weigh out the pros, cons, and how it relates to my end goal. If it does not help me achieve my end goal, I most likely will just drop it. Question number three, how do I scale a company successfully? This is a very loaded question. I can make an entire YouTube video about it, but I'm gonna try to give a short, concise answer here. Building a company requires three key elements: systems, processes, technology, and people. And it has to go in that very order: systems and processes, technology, and then people. But in order to actually start to scale and put systems in, you have to understand where you wanna go and what your vehicle is. So my vehicle is salesai.com. I understand that we build AI agents for customer support and sales. I understand that we have to deliver a world-class product, and so therefore I have to deliver systems and processes to make that achievable, then technology to support it, then hire the people to work the systems, tech, and then the people to actually execute on that. I will recommend that you just have to jump off the cliff. Once you are certain on a path, you have to be, this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing it, and this is what I'm going to achieve. If you have those three things, then you have the framework of systems, tech, and people. You most likely will figure it out. As long as that end goal has you a burning desire inside of you for you to achieve it, you will figure that part out. Question number four, what is the biggest mistake CEOs make? I would say shiny object syndrome, or as my friend Alex from Rosie likes to say, the girl in the red dress. As CEOs, we are builders, we are creators, or we're also called visionaries. So with those three things in mind, we like to see new opportunities. We build one thing and immediately say, well, how can we do it bigger, better, faster? Or we see our other entrepreneurial friend crushing it in an industry, and you think you could take that on. So shiny object syndrome blended in with too much on the plate is the biggest mistake that I believe CEOs make. You sign up for too much and you deliver on very little. And therefore, you create this very vicious cycle of building, scaling, success, failure, burning down in flames, restarting. And you start this very vicious cycle. You have to pick one path and stay very focused on that one path so that you can deliver a foundation. You have to build a foundation as a CEO. And then as your team scales, as the company scales, you can start to play with the other ideas. Question number 5, how do you manage stress? I manage stress in various outlets, but my main one is through faith, fitness, and daily discipline. I do not have great days every day. I am human, just like you. I struggle with things, I get frustrated with things fail. Everything you encounter, I encounter. And so I offset that by knowing that my end goal is bigger than where I'm at today, and I manage that through daily discipline. I'm very faith-based, so I start my morning with the faith side, with gratitude. I'm here for another day. I hit the gym. I focus on just working out, just me. I call it my little me time. I like to have 45 minutes to an hour, really just let it out and get refocused for the day. And then I repeat the task every single day. I show up every single day. When I'm sick, when I'm not feeling good, when I'm frustrated, when things fail, I'm consistent. That is a strong word that you need to memorize, consistency. Because if you have an end goal, the only way to get there is to keep going towards that goal. And so strongly recommend what are those disciplines and routines that can help you reset, recharge, but to get right back at it. Question number 6, how do you handle conflict within a team? This is how I handle conflict. I get to the root of the issue. So let's say John is mad at Bob for under-delivering on a project. So we go to the source of truth. Which our source of truth, we use a documentation system called 90. I recommend if you're running a company and you don't have a source of truth, like a task board, task management, a Slack channel, something where everything goes into, strongly recommend that you start there. But given that you understand the power of just having a single source of truth, I get to the root of the issue and the root of the problem. 9 times out of 10, it was expectations and communication. That typically is the issue within team. And how you resolve that is you reset expectations, you recommit to timelines, and you put in accountability measures through the systems that you already are using within the business. I recommend an easy solution. Put it on Slack, put it on a group text, somewhere where commitments are made, expectations are set on some form of documentation. Question number 7, what piece of advice do you wish someone would have given you before becoming CEO? There's a lot, but if I had to pick one thing, it'd simply be, it's gonna be a lot harder than you think, it's gonna take a lot longer than you think, and it's not gonna turn out the way you thought it was gonna turn out. As very ambitious entrepreneurs, visionaries, business leaders, whatever you call yourself, we think it's going to be ABC at the end of the journey. It's going to look exactly like this. I'll be the first to tell you, you can get there. The end outcome will happen, but it'll take longer, it will be harder, and it will look different. 9 times out of 10. Being a CEO isn't about having all the answers. It's about having a very clear vision so that you can empower a team to want to go achieve that vision with you. You can't do it by yourself. You've heard the saying, there's no I in team, and that is very true when it comes to building epic businesses. So therefore, you have to stick to the script, and you have to be a great storyteller that can deliver an amazing vision to motivate people to get behind you and want to build an epic company. If this video is valuable, please like, subscribe, leave a comment of any value add that you found, and we'll see you in the next video.